So here we are reporting from Country on the Sound, not just any Country on the Sound, the first annual Country on the Sound with Red Marlow. How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
Now you just got off stage, so
I did.
you're like extra super sexy right now.
And sweaty.
They just can't smell the pheromones like I can.
Turn the camera off, please. No? Oh, never mind. No, we're good. Yes, my pheromones are really accentuated right now, I guess, for sure.
So tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. I've been in Nashville now for, I don't know, about 12 years, I guess. And singer, write songs. That's pretty much all I've done is sing and write songs for about the past 12 years. So a whole lot of fun, and you know, it's just fortunate enough to get to do something I love to do for a living.
Now, there's something that I really like about you and that I actually admire about you as a songwriter is the fact that you do not let anybody try to alter or change who you are or your style. You are very, very true to your style, and it's probably taken you years and years to be able to let people know that, but I really have to tell you, I admire that about you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
He has a pretty unique style. He does record himself singing in the bathtub, and his viewers love it.
Yeah,
and I'm sitting here like, we got a bathtub.
Yeah, we're gonna do a duet here in the bathtub just in a second.
It's
So
where the best acoustics
I'm just
are.
saying.
So,
it is what it is.
so you came in from Nashville, and
Yep.
now you got to hurry up and get back.
I do. Actually, I'm leaving as soon as I get out of here with you and head that way. So.
Well,
yeah.
what's the latest and greatest you have going on?
Well, I'm in the middle of actually writing for a new record right now. So a good friend of mine, Jimmy Ritchie, Tim Rushlow, I don't know if you remember Little Texas and all those bands that are phenomenal. Yeah, some of my best friends, and we're Jimmy and I are looking at putting out a new record, recording a new record, trying to shop around, see what we can do, but mainly just getting ready for going out and playing for the public and making more fans, and you know, doing all that, and just having a good time basically is what we're doing right now. So,
What is your favorite song that you have written?
well, my favorite song is probably When the Sun Shines Too. That's the song that I sing that Garth has recorded for his new record coming out. So not just because he recorded it, it's a very meaningful song, and it helps people.
Well,
know.
when you're a songwriter, it's not necessarily about the artist that it always ends up getting sold to or that always
Sure.
ends up performing or recording it. A lot of the time, when you find that person to take your song, it is not who they are, it's how they fill that void. They bring that vision to life.
Right.
So I can definitely understand what you're saying, and
Yeah.
that is awesome. So you guys better be looking for that
Yeah,
to come
absolutely.
out soon.
I can't wait to hear that one come out. So
You want to tell everyone where they can find you at?
yeah, you can go to facebook.com/Red Marlow Music, and you can Google Red Marlow. I'm pretty much on anything: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the normal stuff. So just get on there and type in my name, and you'll get something. Whether it's good or bad, you'll get something on me for sure.
So how do you prefer to travel? RV?
Now, I prefer a bus. Yeah, a big old bus is the way I prefer. I hate flying. No matter how many times I fly, I hate it every time. So I'm scared to death of it, and I know
Just
that's
not
crazy.
enough drugs in the
Well,
world for it, huh?
You know, it's sad, but sometimes I really do have to take something before I go on a flight. I get so upset about flying, and I don't know why. But
You think it's a control thing, or?
I don't know what it is. What I think it is, because if the plane quits running, we're dead.
That's true.
I mean, look, we could get blown over right here in this thing, and we might live through it.
Right, but you go down in
You're
that
dead.
airplane, there's
You're
no
dead.
storytelling about
Yeah,
that.
no.
It's
Don't like it.
as that control thing. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Maybe so.
Awesome. So is there anything you would like to tell our viewers about yourself?
Well, you know, just basically, I want to touch people with my music. I don't want to just go out and sing stuff that, you know, don't get me wrong, I like for people to be happy and all that too, but at the end of the day, music's all about helping people and changing lives. And you know, some people teach, some people preach, teach Sunday school, that kind of thing, and my thing is singing songs and trying to reach people and help people. So that's the main thing about Red Marlow. So that's who I am.
I like Red
Well,
Marlow.
thank you.
He's a very unique guy, and check out his boots.
Oh yeah.
Woo,
Yeah,
woo,
yeah.
his
I
boots
forget my
match the
name sometimes, so I have to put my initials, there, so I don't forget.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
I know somebody who's gonna be really jealous of those boots. I know somebody who's gonna be really jealous.
I
of
let
those
them borrow
boots.
them.
Would you?
Yeah,
She
absolutely.
would love it.
Well, if
She
it's
would
a
love
she,
it.
she better have a big foot.
We'll stuff it with toilet paper. We'll get
Absolutely.
taken care of.
I'm in.
Well, we've enjoyed you. Is there any kind of, I always like to ask artists if there's any kind of ritual, because in sports you have superstition, with music you have superstition. I don't know what my superstition is because I'm scared to death of a schedule, but do you have a certain superstition that you follow before you perform?
Pretty much the way we do, we will normally say a little prayer before we go on stage, and that's about the Nashville norm. Everybody, every band I've ever played in, everywhere I've ever been, that's pretty much what happens. I don't think people realize most people think that just because we play music and go all over the country that we're wild and crazy, and but most of us are really not. We're just normal people that are fortunate enough to get to sing and do what we love. So, but yeah, we're just like normal everybody else.
Where do you think country music's going?
Well, I don't really know. I've got a good friend, actually a couple good friends, Mo Pitney. I'm sure you know Mo. William Michael Morgan. And they're very country, very Keith Whitley kind of singers, which is definitely the kind of music that I love. And I really hope that country goes back a little bit more to country versus pop, because that's just who I am and what I love is country music. So
it's a lot different now in this day and time. It's some of the terms get a little more desensitized, like songwriter and producer and those things. And when you look at good, solid country music, there's just a sound of that guitar that can't be replaced, the sound of a banjo, the way a drummer plays, and that's just a really, really unique thing about country music. And sometimes I'm worried that it turns into such the wild, wild west. So for those who really stay true to the style and embrace it for what it is, I think that's very admirable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I grew up in bluegrass, so I mean, bluegrass music, you have to be able to play your parts, you have to know your parts, and you better be good at it, or everybody's going to know it, because there's no way to cover that up.
Right.
You can't crank up the distortion, you can't beat the drums a little louder.
Right.
So I'm just a big fan of that. Anything traditional. Don't get me wrong. I think what's on the radio today is great. A lot of it's really good. It's not necessarily what that I do, because I'm kind of stuck, to what I enjoy, which is the Garth Brooks and Alan Jackson and George Strait.
Absolutely.
So I'm a little more country, I guess, than might not be that cool right now, but it's what I really love. So.
Well, your country down to your boots, on through to your roots.
That's right. That's for sure.
Well, it's definitely been a pleasure
Thank you.
speaking with you. I'm going to let you go so you can get back to Nashville, and you know what? I'll see you soon.
All right, honey. Thank you.
you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, 38. Stay tuned for more Backstage with Cortni and Country on the Sound.